news programs, documentaries from the 50s. There was something called juvenile delinquents. And they were, your greasers, bang a dang dang, leather jackets, causing mischief and mayhem. Nothing too crazy. Then I guess in the 60s, it stopped being a problem with like greasers and the ba guys. And black people started acting up in the 60s with the civil rights movement and all. After 60 years, the same fucking shit. And the programs are just as ineffective. It just doesn't work. And so here's juvenile decency, PSA.
You know, listening to the news today, it sometimes seems we only hear bad news about bad kids. Well, in this series of reports, I'm delighted to bring you some good news about good kids. And I can't think of a better example than young Gilbert Gilbert right here.
Negro.
Recently chosen Boy of the Year by the Boys Clubs of America. Gil, it's a pleasure to have you with us today. And I'm delighted you're here, but tell me, is it true are most young people today on that soap opera road to ruin?
They sure aren't, Mr. Swayze. But that doesn't mean that they don't have problems. They've got lots of them, from drug abuse and VD through broken homes and lack of jobs. But thanks to organizations like the Boys Clubs of America, most young people today have a real chance to become good, solid citizens.
Well, thanks, Gil, for that fine report. And ladies and gentlemen, this is John Cameron Swayze, urging you to help spread good news about good kids and build juvenile decency through the Boys Clubs of America.
Yes. How's that working out? How's that whole boys club thing working out? Are they helping? Have they stemmed the epidemic of crime, violence, VD, lack of jobs, all that shit, illegitimacy? It's worse than it's ever been. They were trying, I guess, back then. They realized there was an issue. Civil Rights Act was passed in, 65? And then, shortly after, they had to start running these PSAs. We lightened up all that Jim Crow stuff. And now, we got our hands full. We got our hands full with these guys.